Imagine living in a house where over 22 people have died, where ghosts of famous writers, abused children, and unseen shadows still roam the halls. Would you dare to enter? Right in the heart of New York City, hidden behind a beautiful brownstone facade, lies a place so cursed, locals call it the House of Death. This is not a movie. This is real. And tonight, we open the door to one of the most haunted homes in American history. This is the story of 14 West 10th Street, and it's going to chill you to your bones. The House of Death. A deep dive into 14 West 10th Street, New York City. Nestled in the heart of Manhattan's Greenwich Village, 14 West 10th Street stands as a picturesque brownstone, exuding the charm typical of New York's historic architecture. However, beneath its elegant facade lies a history steeped in tragedy, mystery, and tales of the supernatural. Dubbed the House of Death, this residence has been the epicenter of numerous unsettling events and is reputed to be one of the most haunted locations in the city. Architectural origins. Constructed in the 1850s, this Greek Revival-style townhouse was initially designed as a single-family residence. Over the years, it became home to several prominent figures, reflecting the neighborhood's affluent status during that era. The house's proximity to Washington Square Park made it a desirable address for New York's elite. Mark Twain's residency. One of the most notable residents of 14 West 10th Street was Samuel Clemens, better known by his pen name, Mark Twain. The esteemed author resided in the house from 1900 to 1901. Despite his brief stay, Twain's presence has left an indelible mark on the property's lore. Known for his skepticism regarding the supernatural, Twain reportedly experienced an unexplained event during his time there. One evening, he observed a piece of kindling wood moving on its own near the fireplace. Believing it to be a rat, he shot at it, only to find a few drops of blood, but no trace of any creature. This incident, though dismissed by Twain, has fueled speculations about paranormal occurrences in the house. Decades later, in the 1930s, a mother and daughter claimed to have seen Twain's apparition sitting near a window. The figure reportedly introduced himself as Clemens and mentioned having unresolved issues to settle before vanishing without a trace. Such sightings have led many to believe that Twain's spirit lingers within the house. Jan Bryant Bartell's experiences. In 1957, actress and writer Jan Bryant Bartell moved into the top-floor apartment of the building, which had been converted into a 10-unit dwelling in 1937. Almost immediately, Bartell began experiencing a series of disturbing phenomena. She described sensing a monstrous moving shadow and feeling an oppressive presence in the apartment. Unexplained odors, sudden cold spots, and fleeting visions plagued her daily life. Bartell documented her experiences in her memoir, Spindrift, Spray from a Psychic Sea, published in 1974. She recounted instances of touching an invisible entity, which she described as a substance without substance, cold and damp like a cloud of ether. Despite seeking help from paranormal experts and mediums, the disturbances persisted, leading her to eventually vacate the premises. The tragic case of Lisa Steinberg. Perhaps the most harrowing event associated with 14 West 10th Street occurred in 1987. Joel Steinberg, a former criminal defense attorney, lived in the house with his partner, Hedda Nussbaum, and their illegally adopted daughter, Lisa. On November 1, 1987, Steinberg brutally assaulted 6-year-old Lisa, leaving her in a coma. She succumbed to her injuries 3 days later. The case garnered national attention, highlighting issues of child abuse and systemic failures in adoption processes. Following this tragedy, reports of paranormal activity in the house seemed to diminish. Some speculate that the sheer horror of the event overshadowed any previous supernatural occurrences, casting a long, dark shadow over the residence's history. A confluence of spirits. Over the years, numerous reports have emerged detailing various ghostly apparitions within the house. Witnesses have described sightings of a lady in white, a young child, and even a gray cat. The stairwell, in particular, is often cited as a hotspot for paranormal activity. Some believe that as many as 22 spirits inhabit the building, each with their own story and connection to the house's tumultuous past. Present-day perceptions. Today, 14 West 10th Street remains a private residence, its exterior belying the dark tales associated with its history. While the current occupants' experiences remain private, the house continues to captivate the imagination of locals and tourists alike. Its legacy as the House of Death endures, serving as a chilling reminder of the tragedies and mysteries that have unfolded within its walls. S0, do you still think it's just a legend? Or do you believe something truly evil lives inside 14 West 10th Street? What if the next time you walk through Manhattan, you feel a cold breeze pass by or hear footsteps where no one is around? Would you dare to look back? Let me know in the comments. Would you ever spend a night inside the House of Death? And if you love real horror stories just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and ring the bell icon, because we've only just begun our journey into the world of true terror. Till next time, stay curious, stay brave, and whatever you do, never ignore the knock in the dark.